Hello, 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 hello. Hey, good evening, Miss Carol. So I'm hoping that wish that you're seeing in pre-markets, it's going according to your plan, right? Okay, perfect. That's where I can see you guys comment in the background. Let me just make this a little bit more fitting. Actually, I can go all the way like this. Okay, I think we have it set up. All right, so let's dive in. I mean, orders may come in whenever they so fit. So yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. This is Successful Trading, and we are live on Monday, June the 15th, 2020 for pre-market analysis. Some of us, we we had a little get together yesterday here. But yeah, I can say yesterday for some it's the same day, but just in the evening. Um, Looking at the futures, they were pretty boring to say the least. And then uh, after we concluded, going into the evening on the US, uh, the 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 futures really start posting lower lows. So which that you are looking right now is actually I will say halfway, because I believe SPY was actually down 3% at least, over 3%. So on the future, yesterday. So, uh, but at least this picture, it's especially for QQQ, because when we left yesterday, it was hovering at minus 0.5 or so. So uh, there has been definitely some movements. Up. And right now, I can tell you, for in Europe, for instance, the DAX actually has rallied from the low of the day since the open this morning. So it has been on a rally to the point where it went from almost minus 3%. Right now, it's only losing minus 0.6. So, but it has been facing a resistance ever since, for let's say 3 hours now. So the level where it is now, but with some push on here, don't be surprised. For me, I think don't be surprised that from here, the markets actually decide to have a green intraday. We have seen that before. We have seen that before. The week is long. If the market's going to go, I don't know, minus 10%, minus 15%, oh, that's not a problem. They still can do that, even though intraday it's kind of bullish to today here. We need to be open to that possibility. because the idea here, one approach on here, it's like, hey, oh, everything is red. Let me go buy some puts, and then before we know it, so the buying of the puts here is going to be based on pretty much a confirmation. So we open, and that chart spike, QQQ, or whatever stock that you are looking, they need to be posting a new low of the day at some point in order for us to consider that, okay, we have an intraday bearish. If they start posting new highs, like the DAX has been doing or did, we're going to have a rally, folks. It's as clear as that. Nothing is preventing it that the first hour could be sideways as well, right? Because really, I haven't seen that much action. I've been checking this for a while now, at least a good couple of hours. Hey, good morning, Mr. Pichi. Wow, you made it, my friend. This is if Mr. Pichi is making it at 5:50 a.m. Pacific time, yeah, that tells you guys. That's all that I need to tell you, folks. Him in business, but then again, maybe he's smelling the puts. If the puts is what got Mr. Pichi in here. Glad to have you, sir. So yeah, I was saying that. The futures were worse at some point yesterday before midnight Pacific time than what we have here. But right now, it's as if we have been stuck just in range. Hello, Mr. Keith. How are you? So here we have it, folks. We're approaching 9 a.m., 9 minutes to 9 a.m., and I'm doing fine, sir. I'm doing fine. If the good Lord will allow me to wake up and be here with you guys, everything is dandy. This is just watching this market is a show. It's entertainment by its own. I mean, that's one way to fight the lockdown for me, at least. Let me just not sure what will this thing be doing that. If we go to analytics, okay, we have a lot of playbacks as well. So, okay, folks, as usual, please, if you want us to take a look at any stock, and now you have some insight into the pre-markets, right? So you at least they have shown us something now. Is that the extent of everything that they want to show us? So, I can go to my watch list on here, and if I sort, it should already be sorted. Oh, that's actually stock that's in green. Twilio is in green, I believe. Yeah, Twilio is green here. Netflix is green. Walmart is green, and then from there we have a gradient. So the world stock, this stock, correctly, one of these days I'm gonna be able to trade it successfully. It's always on the end of my filtering, meaning that if it's green, it's going to be the most green stock. If it's red, it's going to be the most red stock. Just by this saying, somebody ought to be making money out of RCL this week. But I don't know. Those are they expensive? Are they expensive? No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna focus on any question that you guys have. I'm not going to be distracting you by showing you something that maybe you don't have in your mind. So the airlines are big decliners here. FCX is a big decliner. Ouch. So FCX is a big decliner. Oxy is a big decliner. Or FCX is sometimes it trade like all, but not always. We saw the ETF for, if we go back to the market view here, I'm just going to do it slowly so that you guys have the time to catch up with the image. The ETF for the all XOP, all iron energy, it's actually down minus 4.6%, but it's very volatile, right? This thing went to, was it $8 or $7, and then the reverse split it. So now it's showing 50 something, 55. It's actually rallied from that point. That's another strategy for people who, let's say, trade equity or the like. After a reverse split, typically the new stock is bullish because now it's attract a new investor who, especially big institution, who have this rule that, hey, they cannot buy stock price below a certain amount. So when a stock fall, for instance, below $10 and then it's reverse split, or then its price become attractive to big institution now who, based on the rule, they can buy it. We have seen that here recently on XOP. We have seen that on CHK. If I find any other example, I mean, as things come into my brain, folks, I just share them with you like that. Okay, so SPY still hovering around minus 2%. No, that has been the case for the longest of time, for 2-3 hours now. So not much going on there. The DAX continue to forge its way toward green. Now minus 0.6. Is that the DAX itself? Or no. I was looking. My apologies. I was looking at the DAX future. The DAX itself is losing minus 0.9. So has been facing that resistance level for the longest of time now. So something has got to give you at the open. Either there is going to be a hard push. So as usual, patience. We take a look at what they want to do, and when we get confirmation, we go about it. I think on a day like this, the picture will become a little bit more clear or clearer, I should say, in the last 2 hours of the trading session. Does that mean that nothing will happen? But I don't know. I mean, in this case, typically on a Monday, they will have a tendency to say, okay, first 90 minutes, first 2 hours, we see some action. Starting at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, 8:30 Pacific, things usually begin sideways, and we stayed like that until 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's a profile of a Monday for you, because, hey, for options are the one that control really the market. The stock move based on the option. What do I think of Tesla? I don't think anything of Tesla because it wasn't part of my study, my friend. Sorry. But if you want to take a look at the chart, I told you guys I don't trade Tesla. So anything that I can say on Tesla will be awfully blurred. There are over 4,000 optionable stock. Well, I don't know why that's one. It doesn't sit well for me. So let me, I know that you cannot see my screen, but let me try to toggle here on a chart on the other one. See if I can get you share the chart of Tesla. My friend, if you study Tesla, you want your fellow traders to benefit, you can share with them as well. So again, okay, my 2 cents on here. From a technical point of view, let's see. Yeah, you guys should be able to see the daily, my daily charts. Let me just check that. Could somebody confirm that you can actually see my daily chart, the chart of Tesla? Mr. Kelvin, who asked the question, you will be the prime person to help us to help to confirm that trader. Mr. Kelvin, could you confirm that right now on the screen you can see the chart of Tesla through TradingView? Well, actually, right now, I flipped onto this. It was Tesla, but now I flipped into this analytics. I need to find a way to toggle and see. Yeah, actually, there's a way for me to have my screen over there. Okay, Mr. Kevin asked the question, but he cannot confirm for us. Okay, I'm gonna trust that that's the case. So okay. So Tesla here, it bounced slightly, closed exactly at the EMA 8 from 1,000 high that it puts in on 1,027 that it puts in on June the 10th. That was a Wednesday. So off of here, there is a gap below 920. So a gap between 820 and 880 rather. This is it here, and 920. So below that level, below the current support that we are showing there on with the EMA 80 exactly at 935, $935. That's that will make it bearish. So yeah, so below 900, we can say that's definitely bearish. And if they are propping it up, I mean, Tesla doesn't have a limit, right? So if this is bounce here and then it decides to go up, I mean, I don't know where do you want to start considering that is a bullish. We close at 935, so let's say maybe this high here, above 950. So I don't know where it's trading now. According to TradingView, it's trading between 915 and 916. Oh, okay. So meaning we are below the moving average. Okay. Well, my friend, if that's the case, then I'm talking strictly intraday here, right? Because when you ask me a question, what do I think of something? Your timeline is important on that. So I'm talking strictly intraday on here. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, thanks. So I'm glad that you were able to follow that on the charts. It's an exercise here for me to switch between screens. And just as a reminder, let me bring the chart for SPY on here. The one that's going to be the topic of the week. I've said it last week. I'm going to say it again. In a situation like this one, where the market is volatile at this end degree, it actually makes sense to trade the ETFs and all of the variation of the ETFs, right? So let's say the 3X ETF, as long as you know you're responsible into what's, because there are moves. So what makes SPY attractive in a situation like this, in a market environment that's so volatile? SPY has 3 expiration: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, meaning that it gives trader opportunity, well, to lose money, because we have to be careful. But some cheap option can be set up, because instead of waiting for expiration Friday, actually this week is OPEX. Oh boy. So yeah, this is the 3rd Friday this week. So this week is OPEX. So you can trade something on a shorter term, which will be less expensive. And if you catch a big move, then the payout is much bigger. We have an article on our blog successfultrading.com, which explains the trading. What's the title of that article? I think it's SPY trading system, why you should have one in 2020. Well, that has never been true in the last few months. That article was written in January. We didn't know that all of this would be happening. But we have strategies on there. Like one of them is called the Melissa strategy. So check out the YouTube video if you don't know what the Melissa strategy is. Actually, Melissa doesn't trade with us. So she just asked a question a couple of times or one time, and we reply to her question inside of the video. And since then, we coin that phrase, the Melissa trade. So that's something that you may want to check out if you want. All right, so we have 10 concurrent viewers. Okay, so who do we have? We have Mr. Pitsy, Mr. Keith, Mr. Kelvin, Miss Carol from Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, where it's currently 9 p.m. on Monday in Singapore, folks. So if it's okay, let's just do a quick check. We have 6:04 Pacific time in Los Angeles and in Vancouver, 9:04 in New York and in Toronto, 9:04 p.m. That is, all of the other ones were a.m. p.m. in Singapore, 10:04 a.m. on Monday in Buenos Aires. It is 2:04 in London and in Paris, I believe, and Sydney is currently looking at 11:04 Pacific time. Just an hour ahead of the time in Osaka. If you are catching this broadcast, this is still pre-market with some of the traders from our Discord room. Any further questions, folks? Let's have another check on here on SPY. Yeah, minus 1.94. Oh, we have a green. We have a green. I'm ahead. Yeah, my screen. Oh, let me toggle my screen again. Oh, geez. Let me toggle the screen again. So we want to come back to this one. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was too fast. And maybe the screen has not refreshed for you. SPY just flashed briefly green. Literally, just like a second. I told you guys, when you are watching pre-market, you can see certain things. That's it's just almost like somebody touched the wrong button too soon. So I'm repeating it. Do not be surprised if we have an intraday green candle on here, though the overall trend may remain bullish. So we are opening at 298.21. 298.21. Oh, actually, oh, now I've toggled the screen. Oh, geez. Sorry about that. So we put in a low. So the low on Thursday was what? The low on Thursday was 300.01. Exactly. And then on Friday, we put in a low at 298.60. All right. So for those who follow the trend, so as of now, we are about to open on here, if things stay exactly as they are, 298.24, meaning that we have 3 consecutive days on here where SPY may be posting a lower low. That's bearish by nature. But we are making this claim that, hey, though the trend is bearish, intraday, because we have seen that even during the February and March downtrend, where on certain days we will gap down, yet we actually post a green candle. And obviously, if you want to ask me, oh, how do you trade that? Well, you day trade that. You day trade that, and then at the end of the session, my friend, you buy puts big time. That's a strategy, I think, for those who were with us yesterday in the after hours party. Miss Carol asked that question. So in terms of hedging, so you hedge and you are nimble into anticipating that, hey, if we have an intraday that goes against the trend is more than likely to resume the next day. So we have had days like that. And so the candles today, what type of candle I can expect today? We can have a candle where we rally hard, and then at some point that candle is sold. That's actually by default what you expect, meaning that it gives you opportunity to trade in both directions or intraday. Okay, so which screen are we looking at? Okay, so this is good. This is teachable moment at least. So now, because the big institution, they are all in place, right? It passed 9 a.m. Eastern in New York. So when you see movement on the big indexes at this time between now 9 a.m., 9:15, 9:20, that direction usually is the correct direction. So we just saw SPY here break below 298. So as you are able to observe that right now, I believe. So